Welcome back to Screamers for the last time in season. Well, out of season, but we've just had the final game, the FA Cup at Wembley. We've got, well, Sevens fever, to be honest. Jessie has been there basically all week. Her new home is Brentford.
Yeah, I live there now.
Honor and I were there on Saturday. So we've got lots to get into. Shall we go for it?
Let's do it.
In the
Shall
words
we
of
go
Celine
for
Dion.
it? As Maya mentioned, today was the FA Cup final, last game of the season between reigning WSL champions as of about a week ago, Man City, and first timers Brighton. Ended, I think, if you put it on paper, the way you might expect, with a Man City win, 4-0 in the end. But I don't know, it's quite a fun match for parts. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I thought Brighton started off really well. I mean, they managed to hold Man City off until just before half time, and I was excited to watch Brighton play that game, considering they had just beaten Man City in the league just a few weeks ago. Man City just looked a bit more hungry, I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was strange because it wasn't even like they held Man City off until just before half time. Like they were quite
Dominating.
firmly on top. Yeah, I think in this game the scoreline really isn't the full story because Brighton was so fluid and dominant, but just couldn't finish for that whole first half. And then it was just in the second half where City kind of managed to grab hold of it.
I think even, and we'll come to it in World Sevens, but I think now that the league is becoming so much more competitive, especially like throughout the kind of transitional play, I think what is now really separating teams is the clinical finishing. And we saw that again in World Sevens this week, but I think that's what happened today as well. It's like, you back someone like Bunny Shaw to score a much higher percentage of the goals or to make the right decision in the final third way more often than you do like Maddie Haley or someone like that, who is a great player, but there's just like that sort of
Extra level.
top level that only the top clubs really have.
I also think it's like you don't just need to create the perfect opportunity for a forward like Bunny Shaw or Carolyn or a Mary Fowler. Like they can kind of turn crap opportunities into something great. I think.
And they need to make the right decision, which they often do.
They often do. I think Brighton, you're right, they were completely on top for like the first 30 minutes. I was really impressed with how they came out, but you're never going to dominate the possession for 90 minutes against City, and they just didn't take advantage of that first sort of 25-30 minutes. And there was some really good attacks, but there were some moments, I think Maisie Simons had one, and there was another one I can't remember, where it was almost like you could see for these Brighton players the chance to be the hero for Brighton flash before their eyes, and they just made the wrong choice and took a shot when it wasn't on or didn't play the right ball. You're like, oh, with a bit more composure and a bit more of that experience, that might have gone another way.
Yeah, it was that decision making all over the pitch, like taking those kind of pot shots early on from those players, and then like from Haley to Ndozi, it was just
Ndozi
these kind
did
of
not have a
small
good day.
choices or mistakes where we know they have the ability, but I don't know if it was the pressure of the situation, but they had such a good game plan and they were playing so well, but then it was just these like fine margins where they were making the wrong choices. And Ndozi, I thought it's tough for the 4 goals. She probably could have done better on all of them. I don't know like how much better, but
it's a sad way for her to end her season because she has had such an incredible record and she's come into this league and really made her mark, and it is a shame that that's kind of the performance she goes out on, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think the free kick was the one. I mean, they were talking about it on the comms that her positioning was quite strange, and I think that was the very clever thing of the Man City setup, of like you didn't know who was going to.
Alex Greenwood and
Carolyn. So for a free kick that short to have 2 such dangerous potential routes, it is quite hard to set up for a keeper. And she went the right way. She almost got it, but I'm very happy for Alex Greenwood to have scored in the final.
That's pretty epic.
It was very and she got player of the match as well, I think, which was just like pretty much a perfect season wrapped up for her. They could just kick through the gears, couldn't they? They could absolutely put it to bed. It was a bit of a, not quite a romp towards the end, but a procession.
Yeah, I'd say the strange thing though was that I never thought they looked like good or amazing like we have seen them earlier on in the season, being so dominant.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was even Brighton restricting them that much, because like after Brighton sort of lost control of the game, they seemed quite panicked for a lot of it. Obviously earlier in the season they had this really dominant period, and then probably for the last few months they've been kind of eking out the WSL win, and I think we haven't seen that dominant side for a while. I don't know whether it's because other teams have kind of not found them out, but kind of gotten used to them a bit as well. It's the same thing with Bonpastor last season, a new manager and club like other clubs don't know how to deal with this style of play, and then maybe we'll see in the second season people know how to compete a bit more against this Jägler side.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like, despite the scoreline, it didn't feel spectacular.
Yeah, I wonder if that's an element of not needing to. Like, do you go for the jugular if you don't need? If you can get to a 4-0 win, effectively at 70% of your best.
Yeah. Do you think they were feeling like that after 30 minutes though?
No, I more mean like towards the second half.
The end of the second half.
Yeah, I think they could have. You're right. It wasn't like the City of the Chelsea 5-1 win.
No, but they definitely, like you said, they did start cranking up the gears, and I think at the same time Brighton slightly started falling apart as well, as they started to feel kind of like pinned back, I suppose, in a way that they weren't in the first 30 minutes. I also think for a side like Brighton, we've talked this season about how the league is becoming more and more competitive. Getting to this type of, like, they're not used to getting, I guess, to a final at Wembley, so that in itself will have some kind of nerves and anxiety that a game in the league wouldn't have, where they were able to like carry out their game plan and really perform and come out on top and take the 3 points. So it's a very different occasion for them as well.
Yeah, I think Vidicic says something to that effect after, like, this will be something that helps them kick on and instructs them of how to deal with those kind of occasions after.
And I think the more teams that get to experience being in finals like that, like we're now seeing, like having different teams in these types of finals, the better, because it means we're going to get better finals.
Definitely. It was, I think it was 11 years since the first Women's FA Cup final at Wembley, this one. Or this was the 11th or 12th of it. And Alex Greenwood actually played in the very first one.
Oh my God.
For Notts County back in 2015, which was another wrapping it up with a bow for her.
Nice.
It was great to see Brighton in the final. It was sad that I don't think they acquitted themselves in a way that they have done at points this season. But what was sadder that was actually that them being in the final meant they couldn't take part in World Sevens, because I think they would have torn it up at World Sevens.
Yeah, I agree. I think the way they've been playing this season, the way it's been coming together, like playing a small-sided game would have been really fun to watch.
I think Frank Herbie on that pitch was something we deserved to see, but we did have a very, very good time of it regardless. I was down there all 3 days, gently baking in the sunshine. I mean, I'm so glad I got to experience it in real life, guys.
Can you remember when they first announced World Sevens and we were so sceptical, and now I just don't know if you would find 3 bigger fans?
No.
It's hilarious.
They should have us on some kind of advisory panel.
Fake.
Strong opinions loosely held. I've always said it, okay?
Principles, what are they? That could be the new tagline of the podcast.
It's the only way to be when we're wrong this often.
People who have those tables who are like, come and debate me about this, change my mind.
Yeah.
We're like, actually.
Come and change our mind. Because we will.
Won't take much.
No, but jokes aside, I think it's just so nice to see the players who are under so much pressure throughout the season, quite serious actually, to really come out of their shells.
Quite serious actually. This women's football business. Quite serious actually.
But they really come out of their shells. Like, they're so fun. Like, we get sort of moments of it throughout the season, but this World Sevens is just like constant jokes.
It's just like an end of term holiday, isn't
it? Oh my God, 100%. It's like sports day. It's so good.
It's one of those, it really feels the most akin to like the grassroots football experience of going on and like playing a tournament with your mates, or just having a fun summer kickabout that's not really that serious.
And just like seeing them enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
Like, we get flashes of that, but we don't see it that often. And like, they're obviously all just having such a great time, like, barreling into each other and laughing and pushing each other over, and like, I don't know, it's just...
And great football is the thing.
Really fun, great football.
To all of the misogynists on Twitter who saw one walkout routine and said, this is setting women's football back 20 years. A, it's not. B, have some joy in your hearts. But it was really great football. Players like Aggie Beaver-Jones and Jess Park, Melvie Mallard, who we've already seen tear it up in a World Sevens before, but really having her moment to shine. There was I really liked Spurs' approach. We should talk about the walkouts, but just from the actual approach to the tournament, I really like what Spurs did, because they paired all of their academy players. I think they had the highest proportion of babies effectively in the squad, and they paired them with a first team player. So they only switched on and off for each other.
So cool.
They got to like blood them in, but also get them used to playing alongside these players, whether or not they actually make it into the Spurs first team. I think that's a really good low pressure way to get them used to competing against high level opponents and alongside the first team. And also Martin Ho wore a blue sparkly cowboy hat and enamoured me even more.
It is such a nice way to treat a tournament, isn't it, as an opportunity for those players.
Yeah. Chelsea said, no, we will bring everybody. Yeah.
Which I also respect, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, this is serious. We're here to win it.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that Aggie just had the time of her life.
I'm so excited, and I feel like it's such a great thing for her to be able to bring not only into the England camp, but also into next season, because she has such a good start to the season and then a really kind of tough second half with injuries and just her form really dipping, not being chosen. And then, okay, I know it's not like serious, but still the confidence that you get from being like golden boot, you know, what's golden player? What's the word? Player of the tournament?
Golden player? Best girl?
And to just express yourself with flair and score what?
Yeah.
Like, just like 8 goals and 5 assists or something.
Something mad.
Silly. So I really hope we can see more of that Aggie in proper league football.
I also think there is a genuine argument that the fluidity with which they play on the Sevens pitch, I think the teams that did best throughout the tournament were the ones who didn't approach it like a mini 11-a-side game. To be brutally honest, I think that's where London City Lionesses struggled, because they were sort of playing it like a mini 11s game, and you could see players holding their runs and they were trying to take it out wide and put crosses in. It's like, no, you can't play this game like that. You have to be much more fluid and free flowing, and I think building those relationships as well would also, I think, help in the long run next season. And was really great just to see Kadisha Buchanan playing about 20% of the time as centre forward. You know?
This is what I really liked about Chelsea, actually. It was their kind of the really fluid rotation, because you had Berman as well, like charging to the front and just kind of hanging there in the 9, and then you had Aggie Beever-Jones at centre back at points, but then making these runs, and it was like, I think they're the ones who really nailed the like genuine fluidity of it, as much as other teams were like, you know, fluid, a lot of tiki-taka and all of this, but Chelsea were really like moving players fully around the pitch, which is so fun.
United were probably the closest team to that, and so it made sense that they got to the final.
Yeah, and they have experience, 7-a-side experience.
It was so funny to see Hannah Lundqvist, because obviously she was the player that, you know, fell in love with in a previous iteration, playing for San Diego Wave, and now here at our hometown World Sevens. But I think we should discuss, dissect the most important part of any World Sevens, which is the walkouts and the celebrations.
They didn't disappoint.
They, I would say, blew every previous edition out of the water. And Everton deserve. Are they my champions?
I was going to say blue Everton.
Yeah.
The blue is the colour. I know that's a Chelsea song, but Everton won it for me.
Here it applies to Everton.
To go the full circle of life across 2 days was just an absolute masterclass.
If only they got into the final, what would we have seen? A wedding?
I mean, where can you
Divorce?
go? Yeah, or they would have just done like a full tableau of life in the space of 20 seconds.
I just think Hannah Blundell jumping out of a coffin in a Man U shirt is actually just like,
it's fucking funny.
I want to know who came up with it.
It's so good.
I love that the idea of someone dreaming it up and then everyone being like, yeah, I'm in.
For anyone who hasn't got the significance of that, is that Hannah Blundell is a Man United player who has very recently gone on loan to Everton.
Yeah.
So was brought out in a coffin. Unbeknownst to everyone, she was in the coffin. All the Everton players pretending to cry.
In black cloaks.
Half of them are pallbearers, carrying this coffin out. They put it on the ground. It's like funeral music. Then suddenly, someone puts flowers on the coffin.
Yeah.
Then suddenly, the music changes. Out pops Hannah Blundell in a Man U shirt, rips off the Man U shirt to reveal an Everton shirt, and then starts jumping around.
I was in tears in the stands in laughter. My favourite bit was when the commentator realised that it was a funeral as well, and had gone from announcing like, number there, catch us nice, and then realised, and in number 14, very somberly.
How respectful.
Yeah, really, really bought into all of the nonsense, realised that the players were not coming out of the order she'd been giving.
It was so funny.
To me, that was the best walkout, but I did love Chelsea's mannequin challenge just for the little details.
Yeah. It took me a while to realise it was Sonia running around with the camera as well.
Sonia running around filming them with a massive Sony FX6.
Yeah.
Hilarious. But also Alyssa Thompson mid-run with Ellie Carpenter pulling her ponytail to recreate the Katie McCabe hair pull.
I'm sure it's not the first reenactment we'll see of that, but more on that later.
And Lexi Potter giving the yellow card as well. I was like, what's this poor child done to be the referee in this situation?
Lucy Bronze on the floor re-strapping her thigh. Amazing.
It was just, I do.
That was really good.
Everyone kept getting better because the day before you had the birth from Everton, and it was the detail of Tony Payne running out in blue gloves and a face mask to deliver the baby football and then holding it up like a prize. And Spurs' boxing match. We can't forget Spurs' boxing match with.
I watched that back and they actually did have a bit of a scrabble.
Yeah, they committed to the bit.
Ollie Holt and Tinker Tamberg were sort of going for each other in boxing gloves.
It just makes me love them even more.
Yeah.
I think they were kind of like amping each other up and didn't realise that no, we should actually, this is not what we're here for. Also, every time that they kept the players waiting on the pitch because the stands were doing the YMCA, and the commentator was like, no, this is the important bit. This needs to finish before you can kick off. The referees got into the act, which I don't think we've seen as much before, have we?
They were loving it.
No, we saw in the first one, what was it with Tuva Hansen and the referee, where she
the ref
kissed the
gave her a
ref on the
card.
cheek or something?
No, she blew her a kiss.
Blew a kiss.
Yeah. After
Forgetting
she,
a card, she took her top off.
which she reenacted.
Yeah.
But now the refs are fully
Fully
it's
bought
weird.
in.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I also heard a rumour that the refs were out the night before the final until 1:30 a.m. doing their Sweet Caroline karaoke in a bar, practicing for their walkout.
That is so funny, but also the most refereeing approach to.
Genuinely, like,
Not
we
actually
need to
having
nail
fun.
this.
And again, 5, 6, 7, 8. I liked when I think it was for the final, or maybe on the semis, when the refs had prizes to throw out to the crowd, and one of them came down when she had bucket hats and those like rubber wristbands, threw everything, and then the bag was empty, handed the bag off, and then somebody else was like, "Oh, have you got anything else?" And all the ref had was the plastic wrapping that the bands had gone, so sort of handed it over and then laughed and ran away. I was like,
Quite savage.
just.
That is really sad.
Here's a plastic bag.
But I mean, to be fair, the guy also thought it was very funny. He did it. She did do it to an adult rather than a small child asking for a World Sevens memorabilia.
That is very funny. And I unfortunately was an adult not asking for World Sevens memorabilia because I didn't want to be rude. When someone was coming around giving out free bucket hats to people, and I was like, boys, and I saw you in the corner of the room being like,
directing you across.
Anna, get one. And I was like, I can see it, but she's just like going up to kids and then like the odd adult, and she's obviously choosing who to give the bucket hats to, and who am I to ask, can I have one please?
Imagine being judged unworthy of a World Sevens bucket hat as well. I think that would genuinely be crushing.
Well, I think I was. She brutally ignored me. Not
Don't
what I
ask,
asked.
don't get on her.
Yeah, maybe.
I have a suggestion of how we could take World Sevens to. I mean, it's already at the best it could be, but another dimension is that I would love to see an international version of it with national teams.
I think that's such a good idea.
I think post World Cup next summer, in that sort of October internationals break, we don't need to start Euros qualifying
Exactly.
yet. Let's do something a little bit fun.
I think that's such a good idea. We should send an email to World Sevens.
Who should we put in it? We can pitch the inaugural teams. We need 8 teams, isn't it?
Well, we've got to have England.
Yeah. I'm putting a veto on Spain.
Sorry to be a bore.
I want Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely Japan.
Definitely Japan. I think Brazil and Colombia.
Yes, because also that rivalry is hilarious.
Yeah.
I want Nigeria.
Yes. How many is that? So we've got England, Japan.
How many can we have? 8?
8. England, Japan, Brazil, Colombia, Nigeria. Ooh, who else?
Maybe one of the like Central European teams.
Oh, yeah. Swiss Queens.
Yeah, maybe the Swiss
Oh,
Queens. We
yes,
do
the
love the
Swiss
Swiss Queens.
Get
Yes.
the Swiss Queens in.
That's 6.
That's 6.
Maybe Scotland because I loved Kirsty Hansen.
I was going to say Wales,
Oh,
but we can't make it to
Home nations, yeah. Flip a coin.
Canada. Is that random?
Just so random it might
A
work.
bit of Livy Smith and Jade
Billy
Rose.
Smith at Red Jade Rose, yeah. And actually, Simia Wujo was loving
She
it.
was so good
Yeah.
as well. I was loving her.
Maybe France.
France is probably a great shout, actually.
Yeah.
I
Just
just
got to see the Melly Mallard.
yeah, she can get them all alongside and be like, this is how we do it, guys. The
Guys,
walkout.
trust me.
France would probably have the best walkouts. I feel like that. Right. Yeah. Okay. We'll put it in an email. We'll send it to Tobin Heath, and I'm sure it will be.
Get Tobin on the blower.
Yeah, it will be approved by next year.
Okay, it's time for the second annual Anatomy of a Screamer.
Well, you carried that on for way longer than I was prepared to.
Sorry, I'm just like really genuinely so excited right now. This is my favourite thing.
I think we should clip that up and use it as our new jingle.
I think we'd have a lot of people turning off after 1 second.
Dogs everywhere have just been activated.
And bats.
Yeah.
Dogs, bats and dolphins.
Screamers rise.
Okay. Guys, this year we had 94 Screamers picks.
Wow.
So
That's
a
a lot
lot
of
of
goals.
data for me to go through. Data upon data upon data.
You know she loves a spreadsheet.
26 nationalities.
Oh.
46% of the picks were from the WSL, which is actually higher than last year.
Ah.
Interesting.
No surprises that Jessie picked the most variety in terms of competitions and nationalities.
I will never stop being a Screamers hipster.
You are a Screamers hipster, yeah.
It does not work out well for me.
At least you're self-aware.
Yeah, at least you're self-aware. I picked the widest variety of goal types,
Ooh.
including an Olympico, a bicycle kick, flick off the floor. Thank you, Martha Thomas.
Nice.
Any guesses who the 3 most picked players were?
Jess Park.
No.
Oh,
Olivia Holt?
Yes.
nice. Lauren James?
No.
I guess she wasn't really around for it.
Ooh. Sam Kerr?
Yes. One
just-
more. One more. The next one is the top picked player.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. Is it Katie McCabe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
And how many of those picks were you?
Actually 2.
Out of
4.
Ah,
50%.
that tracks.
I did 1 McCabe, so it must have been 1 each for us and
Yeah.
2 for Maya.
Yep. Average age of the players?
I feel like we had a lot of older players this year. I don't know why.
I think range. So I think we could still be in a kind of medium. I'm going to go with 25.
I'm going to say 28.
25.7.
Wow.
Our youngest winner was Katie Lawley from the League of Ireland.
Yeah.
18 years.
Good
Baby.
for her.
Absolute baby. One player has a 100% win record. Picked twice, won twice. Both times a distance goal into the top left corner.
Oh, okay. Who scores bangers?
You should be able to answer your own question.
Is that Olivia
No,
Holt?
it's not someone that we've already mentioned.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Who's that? Both top left. As if that will help me nail it down.
I'm trying to envision the
She
top left
doesn't
goals.
play for a top 3 club.
Kirsty Hansen.
Yeah.
How do we not get that?
So the top 3 voted for goals. The third was Jessie's pick from the Asian Cup.
Oh, Manisha.
Yeah, Manisha Kalyan. In second was Mary Fowler with her return from the ACL, my pick. And first place was Yamamoto, the Asia Cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which was also my pick. That was actually the runaway winner. in
People
terms of
were
number of
locked in
votes.
for the Asia Cup.
I mean, it did give us a lot of screamers. I still think, I was looking back through some of my picks, and I still think the Angie Beard flying karate kick volley was sorely underappreciated.
Yeah.
So unnecessary, but so good.
I think you're probably right, you know. More on the Asia Cup in a minute.
Ooh.
So the average minute scored for a screamer, interestingly, is almost right down the middle. It's the 48th minute.
Ah.
Okay,
So we've got a slight second half
quite a
lean.
big spread of
Huge
minutes.
spread. Clutch goals,
I'd like to see a scatter graph.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I haven't got that ready for you.
Boo.
Clutch goals
I hate this
after
actually.
like 88 minutes
Yeah.
have no sway. So they don't perform better at all than, I guess, because people are only just watching a clip.
Yeah.
They're not like thinking about it in the context of the game.
Yeah.
If we made people use their brains rather than
Or
just
if I did my
watch and
Screamer
click.
index.
This is what my girlfriend says, that I get too swept up in like the narrative of a goal sometimes, and
Because
which
people aren't always here for the narrative.
which
Yeah.
doesn't come across in a 30-second
No,
clip. You
It's
don't see,
totally.
how it looks.
Yeah.
yeah.
which I'm going to bear in mind for next season.
Yeah. The
No,
most.
but we don't want you to lose the soul of your Screamers picks.
Yeah, don't.
Sometimes
bury
you
it.
have
You
to
just
go with
want
your
to
heart.
keep beating me. That's this is disingenuous advice here.
The most common scoring minute is minute
47.
56.
23.
Oh,
5 nominated goals
Wow.
that's
in minute
insane.
23. I know. It's quite random, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good
Right,
tea.
now on to types of goals.
Okay.
The anti-screamer zone of the goal, so
Yeah.
i.e. the place that gets that wins the least, basically, compared to how often it's nominated,
Right.
is
Top left.
no, top bins are very, very, very popular.
I'm
Actually,
going to
yeah.
go bottom right.
Yeah, bottom right. I think it just doesn't. Low finishes generally don't seem to be appealing as screamers because bottom left is also not that good.
I'm like, okay, with categories though, I feel like you can have a screamer where it like flies through the air, but then will like bounce in the bottom corner.
Yeah. Or like loops over,
but lands in the bottom corner.
I think there is something
So it's very
visceral about
hard.
seeing the net ripple, though, isn't it? Which
Yeah.
you don't tend to get with a low
Exactly.
finish.
It's like it looks like more of a rocket when you go into the top corners.
Maybe we should do a survey of our voters
See what
and
they
ask
like.
them about their like emotions and what they like and what makes them.
Even better in ECG.
Yeah, how are we
Maybe
funding that?
also like if their team allegiance affects their voting,
Yeah.
or if they feel like they're able to vote objectively regardless of their team.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want to hear more about where we're going to source an ECG to do.
I'll work it out.
Because I can do a Google form, but I'm not sure about that one. Can any of us man it?
Distance goals run this competition,
Yeah.
I have to say. 55% of winners were distance goals.
That tracks. They're just the best.
They are, yeah. And top right of the goal is the spiritual whole of home. It's the spiritual hole. Top right of the goal is the spiritual home of the screamer. Appeared 30 times
Oh.
compared to other target zones.
Shit. Out of 94 votes.
Do you have any idea what category had the highest win rate for a goal? Out of any category. So like age or a particular competition or a type of goal or an area of the goal or a minute scored.
I would say distance goals, whatever that comes under. That if they're the most selected screamer nominees, then
It's a ratio though.
I feel like last year it was that volleys were really successful. I don't think there were as many volleys.
Free kicks.
But that's okay because this category is
'Cause it's
basically
just the-
comparing how many times
how
it was
many.
nominated to how many times it won.
Free
so I
kicks.
was going to say free kicks also. Yeah.
Extreme distance is the killer category. So like near the halfway line.
Right.
So a big lob is a surefire winner.
78% win rate.
That's the
That's pretty
Karakuni
good.
Cross Australia
Yeah,
one.
The Karakuni Cross effect, exactly. Irish goals also 75% win rate. Thank you to Katie McCabe and Katie Lawley.
Oh my God.
Japanese goals,
Mm.
71% win rate.
Thank you, Japan. I will be going to spread the good word when I am there later this year.
And then, yeah, the Asian Cup, like you said earlier, was really successful. It had a 60% win rate. The average win rate is 37% for any nomination. So they had a 60% win rate if they were from the Asian Cup, compared to 32% if they were from the WSL.
Ah.
So people went mad for the Asian Cup, you're right.
There's also a novelty, isn't there? So I remember some of our picks for the Asian Cup. It was a mix of players who we see playing in the WSL, but there was also players
Brand
like
new
Manisha.
players. Yeah, exactly.
There's an element of someone I don't know scoring screamers.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm so Asian Cup build. Can't wait for it to come back.
So are many of our listeners. And then if a screamer came off the woodwork, it had a 1 in 2 chance of winning rather than 1 in 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that.
So the
I do
audience
think
does
a
love to
rattle-
see,
A
the
rattle.
woodwork.
It rattles your bones.
Yeah.
You know, you feel it.
It's a good rattle.
It's a visceral screamer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Finally, looking at the data from both seasons,
Yeah.
this is the screamer archetype.
Right.
It's a forward.
Mm.
Aged roughly early to mid-20s,
Mm-hmm.
from the WSL or playing in the Asia Cup. Scoring from extreme distance into the top left if you add the data from last year.
So the screamer's archetype is Mary Fowler or Alba Fagino, effectively.
Yeah, because it has Kirsty Hansen's probably aged out of this.
And isn't playing in the Asian Cup.
I
But they can play in the WSL.
Oh, okay.
It's quite hard to score from extreme distance into the top left because when you think of a lob, it kind of.
But
it
they're
feels
not
like it's
all
almost
lobs.
coming
Like,
down.
Karakuni
It's-
Cross's one is actually like a rocket. It's
Okay,
not a lob.
fairs.
And there was
So
a
it is
Kaz
actually
Weir
just
one
a
that I think was
massive
about
screamer.
35 yards. I think that was
Yeah.
a season last season that was also an absolute thunderstrike of a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, but we have to reveal the most important bit of data, which is who won this season.
Me. I had 19 wins.
Yep.
I have to say I destroyed the field this season.
Yeah.
19 wins, Honor had 11 and you had 6.
Damn.
That's not a good
Storming
showing for
win.
me.
No.
And did I win? I won last season.
You won last season, yeah. Now I've given you the keys
Yep.
on 2 seasons of data, so now you know how to pick.
I just can't be swayed by
No,
My
nor
data
should
there.
you. Nor
I
should
would
you.
say do you really want to go with the data or do you want to go with your heart?
I want to go with my heart.
Exactly.
We know you.
I want to.
You're romantic.
I want my heart to take me to the 4th tier of Polish women's football to find a screamer that is filmed on an iPhone 4 from behind the goal, and that's where my screamers lie.
So now it's finally the summer break. I know we're all probably hoping for a bit of shopping and a bit of switching things up. What do you guys have on your wish list for things to happen this summer 2026?
I want Liverpool to find a goalkeeper, is my genuine desire. Yeah. And mind you, having said that, Jennifer Falk did seem to give an interview that suggests she's not done with her overseas adventures. So who knows? Or maybe we'll have get her on a loan from December through to the end of the season again, which is not sustainable, but I would take it. My other genuine one is for Arsenal to announce which stands are going to be drinking stands.
Oh, yeah.
Pints in the seat stands before we have to renew our tickets for them, because I don't want that silly backwards way of doing it again. And my third is, I think, another WSL rebrand, so we can come back fresh into next season with something to get irate about.
On my wish list, I know this is hopefully and probably in the works, but the one thing that I have started to get very excited about, and if it doesn't happen, I'll be upset, is for Alexia to actually come to the WSL.
Yeah.
I don't mind where. Like, it could be London City Lionesses. That's funny and interesting. It could be Arsenal. That would be insufferable, but cool.
Is the main rumour still on the City Lionesses?
Yeah, with interest from other teams. I know there's also NWSL on the cards.
I would like her to come to the WSL as well.
While it would be very funny to watch Alexia sort of have to bear witness to the NWSL style of play, which would be so different to what she's used to, and also as a player towards the end of their career who's had an ACL and can't run as fast, kind of crap for her to get involved in. I think she should come to the WSL.
Even the play here, when when I was at London City Lionesses and interviewing Yana Fernandez and Maria Corrales, they were saying when they first came to the WSL, they were like completely spent after 30 minutes because of the box-to-box nature of the games.
Really?
Yeah, so I can't begin to imagine how they would cope in the NWSL.
So we do rolling subs here too. I'm out. They get me off the pitch. There was the interview or confirmation from some source that Alexia had turned down Chelsea, United, Arsenal and City because she didn't want to go to someone who could become a direct rival for Barcelona.
Oh, yeah. Is that true?
I think it's been reported by a few places that those are clubs she ruled out, but it meant that I really have loved over the past week fans of every other club in the WSL being like, well, she didn't rule us out. And she didn't say no to Aston Villa, did she?
I also saw a United fan being like, something must be wrong, because if I'm not correct, us becoming a direct rival of Barcelona in the next year is like
chances of that, yeah, they are very unlikely. But it was the idea of Alexia having to understand a Brummie accent. I think, much as it would be fun to see her at Liverpool, tip me towards pretending to Aston Villa.
I could see her at Liverpool.
I mean, I could, and then I wake up and I go back to reality. So
I'm really excited to find out where that goes.
Me too. My other thing that I'm wishing for is another. It's not really a transfer, but this comes back to a bit of what we were talking about earlier, with obviously Sonia coming in at Chelsea. They have this amazing season. Jeglert's coming in at City. They have this amazing season. And I was talking to JPH about this earlier, about how Man United, if they sacked Skinner ages ago and got a new manager in, maybe they would be good or better. And even though he's been fine and good at times, it kind of, everything is pointing to the fact that if you sack your manager and get a new one,
you win the league.
You're going to win the league. So I want Man United to just get a new manager and actually challenge.
I would say, as this, an outlier in this sense, it doesn't always lead to winning the league. Sometimes it leads to a relegation battle.
True.
Yeah.
But I think there's something there. Also, Mark Skinner, as icky as he can be fun, he's been around a while, and I can see some fresh blood.
Yeah, maybe time for a shake-up.
I think, the next level up of coach would be good for United. We didn't shout out, actually, Mark Skinner revealing to have a personality and a sense of humour
As
at World
Bad Bunny,
Sevens,
yeah.
coming out as Bad Bunny, which
That was funny.
Credit
it
to
was
him.
really funny. He is funny, but it is always just a little bit tainted with ick.
yeah, I would like to see. I don't think, my own personal feelings about Mike Skinner aside, I also just don't think that they will kick on as a club with him as their manager now. I think it's got to the end of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just in a rut, a bit like we were with Ideville. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, they do just need a change. Sometimes it is just actually the change that makes the difference.
Yeah, and they can kind of disguise that a bit with, how well they progress in the Champions League this year, but then not qualifying for it next year. You've got to weigh up.
It also puts the pressure on them to win the Subway Cup next year as sort of
As the
technically the best
yeah.
of the rest.
Yeah.
I want to see some like big, messy transfer battles because I feel like we've had a lot of early things with like Bunny Shaw, with some signings which we'll get onto, but a lot of like
Myers looking ominous.
Yeah. There's thoughts brewing over there, but there's been lots of like end of contract. There's not been like bidding wars, which I feel like we might get with the Schroeder. Will she? I mean, she might even just stay where she is, but I think there could be some fights over that. And I want to see more NWSL panic when inevitably the rules that they have don't stop more players going over to Europe, and then they like invent a new rule in October that's also like the Robin Rule Mark II.
I agree. I want more Yanks.
Yeah,
that's on my wish list. I mean, like, I know Emma is now secretly telling them, "You can go. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. I'll still pick you." But like, I want to see more Yanks. It's interesting.
I want to see some Mexican players in the WSL as well. Actually,
Oh
yeah.
yes, I would love that.
And more Brazilians.
yeah. Surely it's about. I feel like we've got a very good spread of players from across Europe. We've got a lot of Australians. We've got a lot of Japanese players. We're getting more Americans, more Canadians. But let's take this league international. Come on, Carolyn, put the good word in. Get some of your pals. Come on.
Let's get Rafa back.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
Is that your wish list,
number
Maya?
one priority for Arsenal for her life? Let's get Rafa back.
What was it you've been
not
saying the
over
entire
it.
season? Let's clear out the dead wood. Let's look to the future. Let's build something new. But let's bring Rafa back.
Let's bring back our ancient Brazilian centre back from the NWSL.
Her and Leah made really nice Instagram stories together.
Honestly, I haven't felt comfortable with my side since she left. So
Sucks to be Lotta with Moy, I guess.
for me, with the news that has broken, or at least this isn't recent, that Katie McCabe is leaving, a wonderful left back is on my top of my shopping list. And maybe we know who it's going to be, but I don't want to have egg on my face like I do every single day of my life with this podcast. So I'll just wait and see.
Not every single day of your
Every
life.
single week.
Not late May 2025.
Yeah, true. But hopefully it seems to be all locked in with Georgia Samway,
Yep.
which is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
If the reports are to be believed. But yeah, I think it just needs to be a big window for us, basically. We haven't had a big window for a long time. I'm interested to hear what's happening with Caitlin Ford. They haven't actually announced that she's having her contract renewed,
True.
and they haven't said that she's leaving.
She's just got access to the social media passwords, and every time they schedule a post about Caitlin Ford saying goodbye, she's no. And they're like, I could have sworn we posted something about her going.
So I guess I'm not so sure about a wish list, but I've been saying, like lots of fans have been saying this season, we do need a big overhaul. It needs to happen now. It should have happened last year.
Yeah.
I see. You want kind of a lot of surprise presents under the tree. You're not asking
Exactly.
for one big present. You
I
want a lot
think-
of little treats.
Do you know what? I am so happy how Smilla Holmberg is working out.
Yeah.
I think that was a great signing.
Yeah.
I don't want them to do a sort of Jodie Taylor re-signing type vibe. What I want is the Smilla Holmberg track.
Yeah. I mean, it does look like the new player that you've been linked with, the Leipzig winger, Baum, I think is also like 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look like that's very much Chelsea are building a quite terrifying young core. So it does feel like every other team needs to start.
Needs to keep up, step
Yeah.
up. Man City too.
Yeah. I hope that the promoted teams all make some smart acquisitions as well in the transfer market, because we said last episode that actually having a proper race at top and bottom was really good. So it would be nice if we don't then revert back to the world of the teams that come up go back down.
Yeah.
100%. I think, not having a bounce back would be really nice.
For one last time this season, should we check in on the Woso Community Noticeboard?
Yeah, for once, the big news has actually dropped before we've recorded. Honor, would you like to do the honours?
Way.
Well, I had the great, extreme, satisfying pleasure of enlightening these guys earlier, of Emma Sanders and the BBC and Tim Stillman all kind of coming out with this news that apparently Chelsea are very close to signing Katie McCabe, which is just
Box office.
fun. It's box office. It's box office.
It is very box office.
All I can think of is Katie McCabe's smirk at the Chelsea fans when she went to take a corner at the Emirates. It was like the most smug, like rattly look ever, but now I feel like she's doing it at me.
I feel
all
like
I can
that's
think
kind
about.
of a victim mentality,
Yeah.
Maya.
It is.
It's really hilarious because
Honor was like, she's a Chelsea fan, you know. I was like, I know.
Yeah,
And
I don't care. When has that ever made something go down easier? Oh, I know they're leaving to go to a direct rival, but they were a childhood supporter of them, don't you know?
I don't care.
but this is the really hilarious thing is that like Arsenal fans are now gonna really hate her.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans also already hate her, and I don't know. I've seen a lot of mixed things. Some Chelsea fans being like, "Yes, absolutely, inject it." Other Chelsea fans being like, "She's vile," and I'm
Oh,
like,
really? Yeah.
guys, like, she maybe has a bit of attitude stuff here and there.
Nothing they
but
can't
ultimately,
handle.
she's a great left back. She's the best left back in the WSL this season. She's
If the EAFC team is to be.
if the FC, yeah, but I don't really have like an alternative, to be honest, for like a pure left back.
Yeah.
She's experienced. She's won the Champions League. Chelsea have just shipped off a load of experienced players.
Yeah.
So they need experience. And this kind of then leaves room for Chloe Sawi to grow into the kind of left back starting role at Chelsea, where hopefully she'll kind of take that for many years to come. So rather than signing someone like early 20s and then creating that bit of conflict there, they've got someone like, you know, ready to eat.
Yeah, I saw some fans having that similar conversation online today of like it's actually a very good role in being able to create that space for it doesn't all rest on Chloe Sawi's shoulders, but if you're envisaging her as the future left back, then it's probably not right for Niamh Charles to stay in that role, because I guess the other bit of news that has dropped is that Niamh Charles looks like she's moving to Man City. In this sort of revolving door of talent between the top three clubs.
Revolving door of left back.
Yeah. It is quite wild, isn't it? The amount of sort of domino effect transfers there are in women's football still. I think the world is not ready for the combined dark art shithousery of Erin Cuthbert and Katie McCabe when it comes to crafting some celebrations. And I think
It's going to be awful.
I think people need to prepare to be rattled.
It is going to be awful.
Everyone, everywhere will be
no
rattled.
one is safe. Absolutely no one is safe.
They can hurt each and every one of us.
Yeah. You've got two absolute master shithouses, one of them Scottish, one of them Irish. No one is safe. My girlfriend has already confirmed that she's going to boo her.
This is what I was waiting for. I was like, I need to know two things. Will she be booed at the Emirates? And the second thing, will they announce her with the hair pull?
Yeah.
Surely
With a
they're
hair
going to
pull
announce
recreation.
her with a hair pull, because they're already making jokes about it in their mannequin challenge. I just feel like they definitely will.
They have to.
I actually don't think I would boo her, I have to say.
Oh, you're a
Very
bigger person than
respectful of
I
you.
am. I've booed
I am
Olivia
a lover,
Smith
not a
both games.
fighter. Have you? Oh my God, Jessie!
After having seen her in the away stand with all of us Liverpool fans at multiple games this season, it's still maybe she's on the pitch and I'll still get boo.
Jessie holds a grudge.
Yeah. Even though I understand why she made the move, but still, it's part of the fun of the game.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah.
I think it will be interesting to see what the reception's like, because the reception that Miedemar got the first game back at the Emirates was a very sort of respectful.
Yeah.
Lots of applause.
Miedemar's just not a shit house like Katie McCabe, though. They're very different prospects, aren't they, for moving clubs?
Yeah. The first time she gets absolutely cleaned out at the Emirates, I think there will be a big cheer, though.
Yeah.
Well, there's another domino effect apparently about to kick off in the Goalkeepers Union. I think Mary Earps is rumoured for London City Lionesses. Lete might be rumoured for Atletico Madrid, and whoever's at Atletico Madrid might be rumoured for PSG. And now Mary might be coming to London City Lionesses.
Circle.
Yeah, very complicated series of events. That might be a change waiting to happen.
Can't
see.
keep up.
I'm really excited for it to all start flooding in.
Yeah, I do like the
It's
transfer
really
window.
exciting, especially the summer one.
It's very good fun. I'm
It
sure
is.
Michelle Kang will be splashing the cows. Although another thing I was going to put on the notice board, which I didn't clock last week, maybe because the final hadn't happened at the time, but Michelle Kang lost 2 matches last week because on the day that Lyon lost the Champions League final, Washington Spirit lost the CONCACAF Champions Cup against Club America.
Did they?
Bad day to be Michelle Kang.
Wow.
Although, actually, that is another transfer rumour. Apparently, Lyon are interested in signing Salma Paraluelo.
Really?
So she really took Katakoi's comments about, spending money to heart, I'd say.
Intriguing. I also saw that Arsenal are interested in signing her.
I didn't see that.
Oh, I heard it on the rumour mill.
I feel like we could say any rumour, though. And
Maya just looked at me like a child at a picnic with a mountain of sweets before them, like, did you?
It's exciting because I never heard that one.
No, I'd not heard that one either.
The other thing I've come fresh from is I just watched the first 10 minutes of Soccer Aid before I came to the studio and saw Jen Beattie on the pitch, saw Tony Duggan on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
They were then substituted respectively for Ali Krieger and Jade Moore, which I thought was a shame because I wanted to see Ali Krieger and Jen Beattie play together on a pitch.
I mean, the
I was
Woso internet
surprised.
would have
Imploded.
Yeah.
But it was so strange because it was full teams of men with one woman on each team, and both of the women were the people who got subbed off for another woman. So I was just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
This is really strange. So because there were also so many women on the bench who are nominally in these teams. So I looked it up, and apparently there's some, like, when they made Soccer Aid mixed in 2019, the FA basically had this big stink about, because it has to qualify for their rules, the female ex-pros have to be matched with another female ex-pro on the other team. So you can't have a mismatched number of ex-pros if they're female. But firstly, I think that's crazy anyway, because like a Tony Duggan or a Jen Beattie is going to be a good enough match for a 60-year-old ex-pro who hasn't played in 30 years.
Lee Mack is definitely going to outrun Tony Duggan. Fuck's sake.
I mean, it's a stupid fucking rule anyway, in my opinion, because the female ex-pros all retired like 2 years ago.
Yeah, they probably could still be playing if they wanted to like go get that bag somewhere.
Well, like Jill Scott's on that bench, but she can't come on the pitch because there can only be one player. But also the other thing is, it's not that there can only be one female ex-pro on the pitch. It's just that the managers have decided to only have one on one of the teams, so it has to only be one on both teams, which anyway, that's a separate issue. And then similarly with the celebrity, because I was like, okay, fine. But then why are there so many male celebrities on the pitch and GK Barry's out here on the bench and Maisie Adams on the bench and all these other women are on the bench? And that just comes down to manager selection, basically. So they've just selected to not have any women on the pitch.
That's just if we cannot even have anything approaching a genuine mixed football match for the charity nonsense football game,
What's the point?
What is the point? It would honestly, if you're only going to put one woman on the pitch at any given time, it would be better to just not invite them.
Exactly. The thing is, they've done it. They've made such a song and dance about making it mixed, but actually they've, in my opinion, completely shot themselves in the foot because it looks so bizarre that they've made this big thing of having all these women in the camp and then playing fucking Tom Grennan for 90 minutes year after year. That's all for Screamers this season, but we will have some fun stuff dropping in the summer, which we have been beavering away at for you, so do not miss it. But until then,
follow us on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube at Screamers_pod, or send us an email with some things we can start thinking about over the summer at screamerspod@gmail.com.
And don't forget to rate, review, like, follow and all of that so that we can reach even more women's football fans. Bye.